And with that, welcome into Bill Greehey Arena for this conference game between McMurry University and your St. Mary's Rattlers. Starting lineup for the Rattlers: Christian Bauer, Moses Sundufu, Daryl Taylor, Justin Alexander, and of course, Kevin Kotzer. Nolan here along with Danielle. Danielle, what do you think about this game when it's conference but really doesn't count towards the conference?
You know what? I'm very excited for this game. The men coming off a very strong win against St. Edwards. And the boys, they look good right now, Nolan.
Yeah, that they do. They had a couple of nitpicky losses there before the St. Ed's game, but it seems like they're coming together again, starting to gel.
Yeah, and we got the big men, both of them, Justin Alexander and Kevin Kotzer, down there, down low. Boy, do they look intimidating.
Yeah, they are.
Wow.
Justin just a sophomore, but certainly making his presence felt on the offensive and defensive end this year.
Definitely Kevin up here playing defense high above the three-point line. And there's a turnover right there. Justin picks it up and hands it off to Christian Bauer, who quickly looks to run the offense.
Back to Christian, over to Justin. Justin taking it down low to Daryl Taylor. And a foul underneath.
That foul was on number 20, it looks like.
Dominic Walker, senior from Longview.
Yep, so the Rattlers will inbounds here, give it to Kevin down low. Reposting. Oh, and turnover there. Kevin not able to hold on to it. So this is number 4. Jackson pushing up and passes to number 20. That's Walker, who scores the first 2 points of the game. Just underway here. This is a doubleheader Saturday. The women just defeated Murray University earlier, 72-60. So women doing a good job to start off the day. Men hoping to do the same. And there's a travel right there.
Picked up his pivot foot, so.
Yeah, DT taking too many steps. So here's Murray. This is number 40 down low, who matches up pretty well with Justin down low, pretty much the same height. This shot's good by number 3, DJ Tennis. So a quick 4-0 hole the Rattlers find themselves in. But with the Rattlers scoring, Nolan, I wouldn't be worried at all with the way the Rattlers can put up points.
Oh, no joke at all.
Yeah, with Sundufu and Taylor and Christian coming off of a career high game. He had 18 points last meeting against St. Edwards.
Looks like an offensive charge.
Yeah, Sundufu a little too aggressive going to the hoop. Picks up his first foul. Rattlers going a couple possessions without scoring. But like we said, they can put up points in a hurry. This is Tennis running the offense. This is Walker. Shot up and no good. Alexander pulls down the rebound. Outlets to Bauer. Passes to Sundufu. Kevin up top. Little quick and go to Christian Bauer, but another foul on the Rattlers. This one's going to be called on.
Was that?
Yeah.
That was called on Kevin for... I have no idea.
Yeah, that was...
It looked like he called a blocking foul, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, Kevin picking up his first.
Second team foul for the half.
Didn't look like much. The ref, however, saw different. This is Tennis. So 6-0. Your Rattlers down. Here's a little Looks like screen. Nice roll, Alexander. We get a blocking call.
Yeah, he didn't have his feet set at all.
Yeah, so this is going to be taken out underneath the baseline. Not a shooting foul. Christian Bauer looking at inbounds. And I was telling David earlier last broadcast, I find Christian Bauer's game to be very, there's Kevin with 2 points, very fun to watch, I'd say.
Definitely.
And my vote goes for him for newcomer of the year in the conference. I think he's just been phenomenal. And there's number 20.
Looks like Dominic Walker.
Yeah, oh, nice pass by Kevin. Big man has vision.
There's DT, Daryl Taylor.
Yeah, just a good pass by Kevin. Being aware. Here's Murray looking for some offense. This is Walker down low in the post trying to work on Kevin, and he does. Nice turn, and shot goes in for him. 10-4 is the score here in Bill Greehey. Sundufu passes off to Kevin. Back to Bauer. McMurray playing some aggressive defense here, but Sundufu gets a shot off. Oh, and that one just misses. So McMurray comes up with the rebound.
Moses has been off his game the past few, so hopefully he can get it together in this one.
McMurray, this is number 4, Jackson, with the ball handling, trying to get Sundufu off him. Sundufu causes a bad shot. Ball out of bounds for the Rattlers. We're going to have our first media timeout, so we'll take it with them. You're watching Rattlers on Ustream.
Welcome back, Rattler fans, inside Bill Greehey Arena. Sort of a slow start for your Rattlers. McMurray up 10-4.
We're seeing McMurray with an early press. Looks like they're trying to get Christian Bauer to fumble the ball, but they handle it well. Sundufu now bringing the ball up. Looking for some offense and heavy defense by Jackson. Bauer trying to cut into the defense. DT pulls up and it's good.
Nice shot.
Really has a nice form.
He's one of those, you don't see it very often anymore, but a real mid-range shooter.
Yeah. Here's McMurray, and offensive rebound there for McMurray, and this foul's going to go on, I believe, Justin Alexander. Correction, that's on Daryl Taylor, so his first.
They may have to change that later. It didn't look like DT was anywhere near the ball.
Yeah. But call stands for now, so McMurry will throw it in from underneath their basket.
Yeah, right call, wrong number.
Yeah. Here's a three. No good. Rattlers come up with the ball.
Moses for three.
Yep. Kevin trying to pick that up. He couldn't. Fast break opportunity for McMurry pushing. And he's fouled. That's number 3. It's Tennis. So he'll go to the line shooting 2. On the previous timeout, we had a substitution for McMurry come in, number 40, Alfred Perez. Or no, excuse me, number 30, AJ Peralta. So here's Tennis's first shot. He misses.
Looks like we're having Brad Hubnick come in and Fred come in.
Yeah, they're going to give Sandufo and Kotzer some breather on the bench.
That's the good part about Justin playing so well.
Yeah, definitely. You're able to keep one of those big men in. Here's the second shot. It's good. We're going to have a substitution for McMurray. This is number 1, Antonio Bell. In for number 3, Tennis. Here's Wilson pressing, giving it to Bauer. Brad wide open, not expecting that pass.
Man.
Yeah, Fred.
They had Hubnick open right down low.
Yeah.
Brad just couldn't handle the pass.
Good idea, just not well executed. So we have Bell here. We are bringing it up for McMurray. It's Jackson, number 4.
Travel.
He takes steps. Yeah, so turnover. Ball back to the Rattlers. .13:09 left in this one. Rattlers, slow start. Alexander looking to get started.
Looks like a foul on 32. That would be Connor Robinson. Let's check that. Alfred Perez, number 40.
Here's Taylor. Oh, and
Travel on DT. A little too excited with that fake.
McMurray pulls in another sub. This is Noel, number 13, replacing 32, Connor Robinson. So 11-6, the score here, and Bill Greehey, good rebound. Alexander pushes up to Wilson, who's looking for a fast break opportunity, spins, kicks it out to DT. And his 3 misses everything. Very unusual to see DT miss everything. Wouldn't you say, Nolan?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a foul right here on Wilson. He knew it as soon as he got beat. Put his hands up. So a couple Rattlers with fouls early on.
That's already the 5th team foul in the half.
Yeah, bonus is 7. So we don't want to be putting McMurray on the free throw line very early in this game. There's Jackson deep 3. That one comes out strong. And Bauer looks to push. Here's Wilson. Driving down low. This is Brad. Oh, loses it, but Christian able to come up with it. Wilson. Oh.
Boy, howdy.
Yeah. Nothing really falling for the Rattlers. They're getting good shots, that's for sure. Just one of those days. Nolan, I don't know if you've ever played basketball, but if you're a shooter and your shots aren't going in, your confidence can get a little lower, can get a little low.
It can, but, you know, it's like they always taught us back in basketball. It's real simple. You just got to keep shooting.
Yeah.
Try and get your stroke back, so. Christian Bauer bringing it up.
DT up to Brad, looking for the high-low. It's not there, so Christian gets it up top. Oh, come on. That looked...
Boy, someone's a drama major if I've ever seen
one. Yeah. Best way to put it right there. Some little acting going on. So we'll have a timeout, and we'll be back. You're watching Rattlers on Ustream.
Watching Rattlers live on Ustream.
Welcome back, Rattler fans, inside Bill Greenhey Arena. 11:08 left to go. McMurry up 11-6. Rattlers on a really slow start. Little nitpicky calls going everywhere, but just got to play on. 16 fouls already for St. Mary's as McMurry brings it up. And a travel on tennis.
Yeah, I really didn't see much, but we'll take it.
I think he slid his pivot foot.
I see. Here's Bauer, the fresh new Rattler from Arizona. Little confusion on the court. They're saying the ball got tipped. McMurry wanting a jump ball to be called, and it looks like that's what they're going to end up doing. So possession in favor of the Rattlers.
Now how does that happen? You got 3 refs looking at the ball.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe 3 blind mice down there, perhaps, Nolan.
Perhaps. And one for Fred Wilson.
Fred doing a good job of attacking the basket there.
Needed that really badly.
Yeah. Fred makes this shot, and it's just a 3-point game.
Looks like we have Isaiah Matthews and John Roberts on the court.
Yeah, Coach Z doing a really good job of utilizing his bench. His seniors, Brad and John, haven't seen much playing time, but when they're in, they're athletic. They can definitely play defense and hustle on the ball. A lot of contact. No foul on either.
You want to talk about athleticism? Isaiah Matthews last game. Oh man, I've never seen somebody jump that high. He was getting rebounds right off the rim.
Yeah, Isaiah Matthews definitely. I've seen him in the gym a couple times. Just when he goes up for a layup, makes it look so easy. This is Brad down low, got double teamed, so Wilson comes out, shoots a 3 and misses. Walker comes up with the rebound for McMurray. Tennis runs the offense, he throws it into Bell. Wild shot. And John comes up with the rebound there. Here's Wilson. Oh, just got stripped there.
Antonio Bell.
Yeah. Here's a wide open 3.
Or not.
Yeah, no, he decides to drive in instead, and Rattlers getting some breaks on the board because McMurray could have put up a couple easy 2 points there on that possession.
Looks like number 2, Chris Campbell, will be coming into the game.
So 9:29 in this first half. Second half, we're going to have a switch up. David Tovar and Joe Rodriguez taking over for me and Nolan. Should be exciting.
Yeah. Good to have Joe back. Here's Christian Bauer bringing it up court.
Here's out to
Over
Fred.
to Fred.
This is Brad driving, spinning, pops and shoots.
Got it.
Nice move by Brad. I think Brad's always been a fan favorite here at St. Mary just because his not giving up, I'd say. Like he went out with a knee injury, rehabbed, came back, still on the team. So a good story there.
Definitely. Another travel. That one's pretty blatant on Chris Campbell.
Yeah, Fred Wilson pumped about that one. Rattlers bringing in the ball here.
And the best cheerleader on court, Mr. Joe Monroe.
Yeah.
Always on the bench, talking up.
Yeah, and Joe really has come a long way. He's developed into a real nice player, and that's a good run there. Yeah. Brad, 4 points on the game. He has the most points right now on the court. That foul.
That's an and one for Jacoby Jackson.
So a 3-point play opportunity here for number 4, Jackson.
Wait, Jacoby Okay. Jacoby.
Rattlers bring in Moses Sandufu. They're also going to bring in Kevin after this free throw. Sandufu replaces Wilson. Kevin's going to come in for...
Who is he coming? Oh, he's coming in for Isaiah. They're going to leave Brad in the game.
Yeah, Brad was heading towards the bench looking like he was going to come in for him. But no, Coach Z keeps both big men in. And again, we're seeing both Brad and Kevin, and we saw Kevin and Justin and Brad in for a while.
Yeah. He's trying to keep it big.
Here's down low to Kevin. All-American. Oh, and turns it over there. This is Jackson. Shot, no good. Oh, good hustle there by McMurray. Gets it out to Bell. Shoots a 3 and misses. Brad comes up with this one. Off to Bauer. Out to Sandufu, down to Kevin. Kevin muscles his way in, unable to connect. Good save by Brad. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good save there. Oh, man. Christian looking to get his first points on the board, unable to. Kevin saves it. Oh, just ball out of bounds. It'll be McMurray ball when we come back. Stay with us. You're watching Rattlers on Ustream.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. 7:12 left in the first half. McMurry up 14-13 in the bonus for McMurry. And the Rattlers finally starting to show some life. McMurray basketball in the inbound for Antonio Bell.
7 minutes left in this one before we take you to half. This is number 40. Perez misses. So 13-14 the score. Nolan, what do you think of this game so far?
I just think that we're just... Oh.
Yeah, crucial right there. John Roberts unable to stop the fast break and also commits the foul. So another chance for a three-point play.
This is for tennis. I think we're just not really passing well. We're not shooting well. We're not doing much well. We're okay on the defensive side, but our rebounds are taking too long. It's just not grabbing the ball, and a bunch of stuff not going right now.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have a quick turnaround. 6 minutes left in this one. Kevin, fancy move right there, yeah. Hopefully we can see the Rattlers go on a bit of a run here, close out the half and go into halftime with a good feel about the first half. Here's Perez down low. Kevin playing good, solid defense. Good block right there.
By Kevin Kotzer.
Yeah. Not in my house.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, but Christian Bauer turns it over.
There's a media timeout. We'll take it with them. We're watching Rattlers on Ustream.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. 6:06 left in the game. Nolan here with Danielle. McMurray up 16-15. Inbound for McMurray. Bryce Smith for St. Mary's has checked in. Big part of the losing efforts in Newman.
Yeah, definitely Bryce coming off, I believe, a freshman or a sophomore. He's young in his career here at St. Mary's.
Yeah, redshirt freshman.
Yeah, impressive. He's been able to hang on the court, much like Desi is for the women. Young, athletic freshman. Here's down to Kevin. Kevin patiently waiting, and he's fouled. Grabbed, and this foul's going to go on number 20. This is Walker, I believe.
Yeah, Dominic Walker. Here comes DT back in the game for John Roberts.
Bryce inbounds. He's going to throw it to Sandufu. Quick. Nice moves by Sandufu. Able to get the shot up, but it's not able to fall. Alexander hustles for the rebound.
But was on the line.
Yeah, what size shoe do you think he wears, Nolan?
Actually, I asked him about that. He wears a size 14 and a half.
Holy moly.
That's a whole size bigger than mine.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought I had big feet at 13 and a half. Not even close.
Wow, 14. Here he is up top guarding. Block quickly, goes over to number 2. Campbell passes over to Bell. 9 seconds left on the shot clock here for McMurray.
Wow, that's a pretty good shot there from tennis.
Yeah. Rowdy Rattlers trying to do it. Some kind of work on them on the other end, counting down the shot clock.
A little early, I think.
Yeah, Rowdy Rattlers in attendance here, so that's good. This is a good pass from Kevin down to Alexander. He'll go to the free throw line where he'll shoot 2.
At the line,
4:28 left in this one. The first one's up. Misses. What is it with big men and missing free throws, Nolan? Why can't the big men hit the free throws?
I think we've all been sneezed on by Shaq when we were born.
Yeah. Another missed free throw.
That's my excuse. I don't know what everyone else is.
Here's Sundufu.
Moses taking it inside. Not Kevin cleaning it up.
Yeah, big hands. There, able to just tip it in. No, I had Kevin for class, and I sat right next to him, and he was holding a pencil. His hands are so big, it almost looked like a little toothpick in his hand.
I bet.
Yeah, he was writing with a pen, and it looked like a little toothpick. So Kevin definitely has big hands, but soft hands at that.
Looks like a media timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching Rattlers Ustream Live.
You're watching Rattlers Live on Ustream.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. 3:59 left to go in this game. McMurry up 18-17. Number 20, Dominic Walker at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. I'll take that back. 2 shots.
Yeah, misses this one. Nolan really slow start for both teams. Score is 17-18.
And we're almost at halftime.
Yeah, and we're almost at halftime. So maybe the boys need to get out a little earlier at halftime and start working on their shots. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the girls' game had a higher score at halftime than this one does.
That is correct. I believe the halftime score for the women was tie at 30. So unless the men go on some kind of run here, they'll be having a lower score than the women. John Roberts checked back in at that timeout. This is Alexander looking to drive. Nice hook shot, but unable to connect with that one. Sundufu kind of putting some pressure on the guard there. That's number 13, Nolan for McMurray. This is Bell out to tennis.
Boy, I hope we're saying that right.
Yeah. Hopefully there's a silent S there. Seven seconds left on the shot clock for McMurray. They're going to have to put it up here pretty quickly, and they do. Oh.
Wow, good shot there by Connor Robinson.
Yeah. Robinson, those are his first points of the game. He plays down low on defense, but when you see a big guy come out there and shoot that 3, it's very impressive. This is Roberts for 2. That's good.
I think John forgot that the three-point line is behind the blue line, not in front of it.
Yeah, I was never a fan of those shots there because you take one step back and it could have been a 3. However, we'll take the 2 points, and so will McMurray. That's number 13, Nolan, who connects on that shot. This is Bryce Smith bringing the ball up, hence Sandufu.
Kevin underneath.
Yeah, we're talking about Sandufu being a high scorer, 0 points on this game.
Yeah, he didn't score much in the last game either.
Walker commits the foul. That's his 3rd, so he will take a seat at the bench for McMurray. Perez checks back in, as well as I believe number 4 checked back in. So Jackson. Here's Kevin at the free throw line shooting 2. And the first one's good. So Kevin, not one who got sneezed on. Able to connect on that one. Yeah, second one's good too. So the big man able to hit both. Rattlers still trailing 21-23 in this one. Just under 2 minutes to play in this one, or for the half, excuse me. Here's Perez out to Jackson. Out to Tennis. Nolan. This is a 2. He misses Kevin with the rebound.
Comes Bryce Smith bringing the ball up.
Here's Alexander up top. Roberts throws it into Kevin. Back out to Roberts. Over to Sandufu. Drives. And that's a blocking foul. So Moses will head to the line shooting 2. Hopefully to tie this game up at 23 apiece.
That foul's on number 13, Kaleem Noel. That is the 8th team foul for McMurray.
Sandufu's shot, around the rim. A lot of missed opportunities for the Rattlers in this first half. There's a second one up, and this one's good. Score now 22-23. McMurray on top. Tennis bringing up the ball, and John Roberts, John Roberts defending him. Sandufu now defending the ball. We're going to have
a legal screen there
off
to
the
Kobe
ball.
Jackson.
A little too aggressive there. Looked like he was come around a pick or something. So it'll be Rattler ball, 47 seconds left.
They're going to call that a foul. I guess he not only illegal screen but also pushed. I'm not too sure actually what they called there.
Here's Sandufu down to Alexander. Out to Roberts. Wanted to shoot, didn't, pulled it back. So Kevin will hand it back to him. Nice layup there.
There we go. John Roberts putting us ahead. 24-23, first lead for St. Mary's.
And it comes with 19 seconds left in the game. So Rattlers hold their defense. They could go into the first half with the lead, which really wasn't a good half at all for them, Nolan.
No, it wasn't. McMurray, of course, going to hold for the last shot.
Now,
no shot. What is the call?
there's a foul on the floor.
I believe they're calling it on John Roberts.
Yeah, a little too aggressive, riding him to the basket. So that's going to be John's second.
And that's going to be the 10th team foul, so double bonus.
There'll be 3 seconds left in this one. Coach Z gonna get Christian in. going to come in for Bryce Smith. So Bryce sits down. Good job by the freshman holding his own.
Looks like McMurry's bringing in number 30, AJ Peralta.
Here's second free throw by Tennis. And it's good, so Rattlers back down by 1. Bauer has to go quickly. There's only a second. Puts up the shot.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's what Coach Z wanted from his guard, a quick shot. That leads us into halftime. Your Rattlers down 24-25. Stay with us. Second half coming up on Rattlers Ustream Live.
A record of outstanding athletic achievement and a long tradition of outstanding athletics at St. Mary's University. I am delighted to introduce an individual to you this afternoon who I think will help our teams, help our coaches, help our athletes carry on this great tradition. Our new athletic director, Elizabeth Dahl.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. President of the university is introducing our new athletic director, Melissa Dalton.
First speech at St. Mary's University. Liz, as I think most of you know, has spent prior 12 years as Deputy Athletic Director at UTSA and as a Senior Women Administrator. Prior to that, she spent 3 years managing all administrative aspects of football operations and recruitment at Notre Dame University. Liz Dalton is a local. She grew up in San Antonio and graduated from McMurry High School. She holds a bachelor's degree and a master's degree from Texas A&M, where she was a student athlete in soccer. Let me tell you a few things about what she's done in UTSA while she's been here in San Antonio. She has a really extensive background hosting championship level events. She was tournament manager for the 2005 NCAA Women's Volleyball Championship, the 2006 Women's Basketball San Antonio Regional, the 2007 NCAA Men's Basketball South Regional, and the 2008 Men's NCAA Final Four. Prior to working at Notre Dame, so this is now about 15 years ago, she served as field director of the Texas A&M University 12-Man Foundation, and from 1991 to 96 was a staff administrator for recruiting and football operations for Texas A&M. She has strong roots in San Antonio, and as she was interviewing for this job, she told me and several others, St. Mary's University as athletic director is her dream job. So please join me in welcoming Liz Dalton.
I couldn't be more excited to get started here and to be a part of the outstanding athletic tradition we have. We're going to continue to put champions on the fields and courts in every sport, and we look forward to seeing you at the games. Rowdy Rattlers, I'm going to work with you all, and we're going to get this place full. And again, we're going to continue the tradition that we have. Appreciate y'all coming out today, and go Rattlers.
Ladies and gentlemen, our new athletic director, Elizabeth Dalton. We'll be back on Rattlers Ustream Live for the second half.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. Halftime here between the St. Mary's Rattlers and the McMurry Warhawks. David Tovar, Joe Rodriguez. And you know what that means. That's the David and Joe show.
Yes,
welcome
sir.
back, Joe.
Good to be back.
And this was your brainchild, so I'll let you go with it. As we know, we can't ignore NFL playoffs are tomorrow, the second to the last final Super Sunday. And we'll start off with the NFC. Seems to be the less intriguing of the games. San Francisco and Atlanta. Who do you got?
Well, I got to go with San Francisco. Colin Kaepernick, very impressive against that Green Bay defense last week.
What Green Bay defense?
Oh, well, all right then. But still, very impressive. A star coming out, perhaps. A good coming out game. I had to tweet about it. It was such a fantastic thing, and I'm not even that active on Twitter.
True.
But that 49er defense is incredible, and then I have questions about the health on Atlanta and their defense. So we'll see how it turns out. Matt Ryan, as we know, can be very clutch in these situations. And finally, winning that first playoff game might get them over the hump. I'm going to have to take I'm going to have to take the San Francisco 49ers, and I have them covering the point spread as well.
I'll have to agree. I will take San Francisco. What's the spread? 3, I think?
I believe 3.5.
3.5. I think they'll take it as well. I think the Falcons, I think they blew their wad early against that Seattle team. They were lucky they survived it. San Francisco looks primed. Their defense, their offense, Kaepernick's rolling. I don't think there's a way to stop them. And Atlanta has struggled with mobile QBs the entire season. They struggled twice against Cam Newton. They struggled on Sunday against Russell Wilson. And I believe they'll do the same against Colin Kaepernick, who I think is better than Wilson. And I think at this point he's playing better than Cam Newton.
It really has. And considering it was a kind of down year for Cam Newton this year, it really isn't that much more impressive that he was able to go and do what he did against Atlanta. All right, now let's go on ahead and go to the AFC. Probably the more emotional matchup.
Definitely a toss-up.
Close game, 31-30 in the Ravens' favor off a controversial field goal in that game, still with the replacement officials. David, who do you have? Do you have Tom Brady and the Patriots or Ray Lewis and the Ravens?
If I were a betting man, which I'm not, you don't bet against Tommy Terrific. Dude is clutch. 3 Super Bowl rings, 5 appearances, and both, I think, were fluke wins by the Giants. Last year, Tommy was close, and I mean Brady. I have the Patriots winning this one. Definitely not a blowout. I think they're 8-point or 9-point favorites.
They were 9 points going in.
Yeah, they've come down to 8.
8.5 due to the betting in Vegas.
Yeah, no, I got the Patriots, and I got them by under a touchdown. I'm gonna push and say a field goal. Definitely a field goal game. And you know what? A score? I'll go with 27-30. Tom Brady and Joe Flacco will have a big game. I don't think he's elite quite yet. I still like Romo over Flacco. I like Matt Ryan over Flacco. I like Kaepernick over Flacco. But Flacco he's no dog. He's definitely gonna have a good one.
Well, like you, I want to pick the Patriots in this game.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go on ahead and pick the Ravens.
Ooh.
Ray Lewis has
we were talking about this in the
and completely locked in, and just an excellent defensive performance I'm predicting. Still, Tom Brady, he's going to put up his points. They don't have Gronkowski, or as the mayor of Boston would say, but they still have Hernandez. Welker's still in there, but I still have the Ravens somehow, some way pulling out another victory and making a Super Bowl appearance.
Well, there you go. It looks like we did for on that. Now, remember, Rattler fans, EPL, entertainment purposes only. Just our predictions, having a little fun here. Back to the game now. It is a Rattler and Warhawk war, literally, 24-25, and it's similar to that women's game we had at the beginning. It was tied at 30 apiece. The Rattlers come off on a 13-2 run, and they explode in the second half. The Rattlers here have struggled, and you see some lineups that you haven't really seen. You see Bryce Smith out there, John Roberts, and some guys you're not really used to seeing out there, and they've been able to hold the fort down. Molson Dufo hasn't scored. Bauer hasn't scored. Daryl Taylor, I'm not sure what his point output is. Of course, all day Kevin Kotzer, the Ivory Tower, he's got his 8 points. But Joe, I'll ask you, what do the Rattlers need to do to improve on this second half?
They need to find ways to beat the pressure defense. And like you said earlier when we were talking today, the best way to play this Rattler team is to just put pressure on them. They have pretty good point guard, but their real strength is their bigs. And if they can find ways to beat this pressure defense, a few backdoor cuts, knock down a couple of threes on people falling asleep and double teaming on defense, they're going to find themselves in a pretty comfortable lead here. On the other end, defensively, they're doing a pretty good job holding their opponent to only 25 points. If they're able to do that in the second half, I feel comfortable saying the Rattlers will be able to come out on top here.
Yeah, the Rattlers need to bounce back. They dropped 2 in a row on the road. They came back Thursday. They won a scrappy one against St. Ed's.
Very scrappy.
It'd be nice to get this win. Of course, not a Heartland Conference game. It's a provisional member. It is McMurry. And so I guess we'll have to wait. The next 20 minutes are upcoming. Right around 3 minutes remaining in the half. We thank you for joining us. Stay tuned. You're watching all the action. Rattler Athletics live on Stream. And welcome you back, Rattler fans, inside McMurry Arena for the second half of what has been a tightly contested ball game. The Dave and Joe show is back, and better than ever. David Tovar, Joe Rodriguez with me. And the 5 on the floor to begin for the Rattlers: Kevin Kotzer, Justin Alexander, Daryl Taylor, Mosen Dufu, and Christian Bauer. Joe, we talked about it at the halftime show. Not a bright performance, or what you expect to see out of the Rattlers. And frankly, they're lucky to be down only 1.
Yeah, really they are. Not really the usual scoring output that you see from the Rattlers. As you mentioned before, Moses Sundufu held scoreless so far. Kotzer's back down the post, but air ball and the board cleared by Alexander. Likewise, in the first game, we saw Felicia Jacobs go scoreless for most of the game, but we all know Lady Rattlers were able to prevail in that game as a quick turnover by the Rattlers. Warhawks will go the other way.
And traveling violation, not able to hold on to this footing.
Yeah, Connor Robinson not quite able to gather that one there. The pass a little bit long. If it had hit him just a little bit earlier, he could have had the breakaway dunk there.
And Joe, so much to be excited for here at St. Mary's. Our new athletic director was announced, Elizabeth Dalton. She was the assistant athletics director over at UTSA. And of course, I mean, imagine what happened under her regime. They had a football team. She also worked over in Notre Dame with the football team. Of course, they're in the news again.
Yeah.
And then a graduate of Texas A&M, and also worked in their athletics department. So she brings a lot to the table here at St. Mary's, and we showed you live her halftime introduction, and it was short, sweet, and concise.
This Kotzer gets
Kind of like Kotzer right there.
It's a left-handed hook there going in. Hopefully he'll be like he was Thursday, where he really just breaks out and puts on a clinic in the second half. But yeah, a very good, I don't know if you call it press conference, introduction for our new athletic director. And the best thing I heard her say, very exciting to Rattler fans like you and me, David.
Yeah.
She's going to fill this stadium up. And
yeah, and it deserves to be. It's a beautiful facility, and we really, great fans come out, but there's a lot of seats left, and definitely deserve to be filled with the way the team's playing. I mean, the Lady Rattlers are 6-0 in conference play. They are running away with the conference. The men are 11-3, excuse me. So,
offensive foul called here. I think Lee will screen. It'll be Rattlers ball right back.
Rattlers up by 1, 26-25. And also talking to the Rowdy Rattlers fan section, saying that she would work personally with them in order to get and garner more Rowdy Rattlers. So big things coming on the way here for St. Mary's. This one is tipped around, and that is good. Kevin Kotzer, he's got 4 quick ones here in the second half, and his Rattlers are up by 3 now.
Man, we mention it probably every game, but Kotzer just has the most amazing hands there, able to tip that ball up to himself, and then after that, it's just an easy putback for him. Quick 4-0 run here for the Rattlers to start the half.
Nice way to begin the half, and you can well assume that there were some adjustments at the half by Coach Z and his staff. This hook shot, no good. Rebound, it is it is wedged in between the rim, and good stuff there by Justin Alexander.
Yeah.
Oh, while they get that technical difficulty out of the way, Joe, now that you're back, I think it's definitely time to announce that the baseball team, and you've seen this on Facebook and on RattlerAthletics.com, baseball team ranked #1 in the nation as they get their season ready to go in February. Some exciting things upcoming for the
what a pass. Alexander there taking a little bit of spotlight as Sundufu is giving his first bucket there.
And a timeout taken. We'll stay on right here with you. And Joe, tell me a little bit about the baseball team that's upcoming.
Man, the baseball team is very exciting. Of course, we lost MP Kokonos and Tyler Meagle, 3 and 4 hitters in the lineup. But I'm telling you, David, I'm not even that worried about it. We still have Bates. He's a good bat in the lineup. Still plenty of good bats in the lineup. But the pitching is what's really going to make this Rattler squad good. I think 2 All-American starting pitchers, and then a man most people would consider the best closer in the league, Jonathan Perez, heading up that bullpen. This is a pitching staff that usually has its starters go 7, maybe 8 innings, and then you give the ball to Perez, it's pretty much game over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an exciting team. Most of the games this year are going to be played at Wolf Stadium again.
Beautiful facility.
It really is.
You really liked it a lot.
Oh yeah, it's air conditioned. It's nice.
Yeah, I love the press box.
And then as Rattlers, of course, working on our facility, it's going to be a beautiful facility as soon as we're finished up with it on campus. It's just going to probably be one of the best D2 complexes in sports. As I think might have had an issue with the shot clock here or something, as going to allow for a ball to be re-inbounded. But David, Rattlers going on a little bit of a run here, start the half. What are you seeing that's a little bit different out of the Rattlers to start here?
I think definitely some intensity on both sides of the ball, both defensively and offensively. And I mean, the spearhead is Kotzer. He had 4 quick ones, and a steal got the Rattlers an easy basket from Sundufu off the backdoor pass from Justin Alexander. Good defense there again, and You know, coming into this game, usually saw Kotzer and Matthews begin, now Alexander. And we talked about that going toward the Heartland Conference tournament, how important it would be to have two 6'10" guys, or Kotzer 6'8", but nonetheless just two imposing figures in the post. And now you're seeing it right here, and it's really coming to fruition here in the second half.
And the thing that really impresses me most, besides defensively, where we already saw Alexander, he blocked the ball for a jump ball and wedged it between the backboard and the rim, and then had a nice contest last possession, is how well these two big guys play with each other and pass the ball. I mean, it's kind of a Twin Tower-esque type of thing we have going on here at St. Mary's. That should have been an offensive foul, as Kotzer just got pushed, but nonetheless.
It's almost like having two Pau Gasols on the floor, guys who are just terrific around the basket, who can hit the mid-range jumper, and underrated talent of theirs is the passing ability. Alexander and Kotzer, both very unselfish players, and he saw it from Alexander as he gave Sandufu an easy backdoor cut. Good defense again, and that's an intensity. They force almost a shot clock violation. Instead, they get an errant shot out of the Warhawks, and now it's their ball. Here's Kotzer again, and all day. Timeout called, and Chris Beard's going to want to talk this one over. Kevin Kotzer's fired up, and so are we. Rattler fans, your Rattlers lead by 7. Stay with us, more upcoming live on Ustream.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. 32-25 score. Dave and Joe with you here. Kotzer, so far so good. 6 quick points coming off the break. Alexander also playing well with that assist, playing some hard-nosed defense. Other players on the court, of course, Darrell Taylor, Moses Sandufu, and Christian Bauer.
Good defense here by Bauer on the Warhawk point guard. That three is launched and good to Kobe Jackson. And he brings his Warhawks within 4.
Good contest there by Sandufu. Sandufu up to Bauer at the top of the point, and seeing a bit of zone defense here from the Warhawks. I believe it's the first time we've seen it this game. That's exactly what you have to do against a zone there.
Sandufu makes them pay. And that's what happens in a zone. Now, if you're McMurry, you give up potentially 2 things. You give up that 3 and you give up a rebound. It's very hard to rebound in the zone, and right there they lose on the ladder as that 3 is hit there by Sandufu. He's trying to get himself rolling. He has 6 points here, all coming in this second half early on.
An excellent understanding, I'd like to point out, between Sandufu and Bauer going as Sandufu leaves his feet and that jumper in and out. Bauer clears the board, and we're going to have a run out here. It's a 3-on-2. Sandufu, that pass just out of his reach.
Not enough understanding there, as that one just a bit outside.
But as I'd like to make the point, Bauer and Sandufu, they recognize their zone defense, passed the ball back and forth 3 or 4 times, got that zone moving, had a wide open 3, knocked it down. Rattlers lead up to 35-28. We'll take the break. We're watching Rattlers basketball. Ustream Live.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. 35-28 the score inside Bill Greer Arena. Game 2 of our Saturday afternoon doubleheader. We thank you for joining us. Many loyal viewers, Joe. Friend and foes. Fans and detractors alike. Welcome to the show. David and Joe back. And a lot more of this coming. Baseball season right around the corner. Softball season right about the corner. Joe, hopefully you join us for softball as well.
Oh, I love softball, actually.
Yeah. It's in your blood.
Oh, yes. My mom actually played here at St. Mary's.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She was an academic All-American.
Oh, shout out your mom.
Hey, Mom. How you doing? I love you. My ankle's doing just fine. It's just a sprain.
Ah, that's good to hear. And I mean, there you go. St. Mary's lineage. And you always have some fun factoids about baseball and softball. Save them for the season, though. So that's a tease. Concert, count it.
That's the big man game I was talking about right there. Alexander, the concert, high post to low post. That's another great way to beat the zone defense.
Terrific play out of Concert here in the second half. He has 8 points. And those coming within the first 6 minutes of the second half.
It's something we saw Thursday night, too, when just all day takes over. It's hard to keep up with these Rattlers.
Yeah, I remember our former colleague, Raul Tovar, affectionately named him the Ivory Tower. And he has been terrific here. 9 points already in this half.
And your brother, Raul, up at ESPN now, isn't he?
That's right, our colleague, always our colleague, as this three is good. Counted, and he's all fired up here.
Jacoby Jackson's second three he's hit in the last few possessions. He's keeping over the game.
Got Roll over in Bristol and holding it down for Rattler Nation over there. Here's Sandufu answering right back. That one off the back iron. And here come the Warhawks running. Have a bit of an advantage. Now turning it back. Another three is launched. Too strong, no good. Ball batted around, and it finally ends up secured by Darryl Taylor.
Christian Bauer now walking up the court. Bauer hasn't scored yet, but his pace that he's put to this game has really helped the Rattlers. Alexander in the high post. That ball swatted away.
You know, Coach Z has gone to say that Christian Bauer is one of his favorite point guards that he's had here in his tenure because he knows the system so well. And though Bauer has not scored, he's definitely kept this offense rolling. You see Concert's numbers, you see Sandufu picking it up here in the second half. And Bauer kind of a game manager. And the three there from Darryl Taylor.
Tickling the twine. Timeout now for McMurry.
And they're letting this one get away as similar to the women's game earlier, Rattlers have come out with a head of steam here in the second half. They lead it by 7. Stay with us. More upcoming. Live on Eagle Stream.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. 41-34 off the power of 17 points from Kevin Kotzer here. And David, we were talking about Bauer earlier. I was about to ask you, and you asked me during the break. Bauer versus Lamb Autry, the point guard from last year. Who do you have and why?
You know, Lamb, of course, he got drafted into the MBDL RGV Vipers, Rio Grande Valley. You know, Lamb was terrific. Obviously, his merits prove it by him being drafted. I like Lamb a lot. I thought he's terrific as a point guard. Good passer, good playmaker. But I think he was more of a point guard out of necessity. He would have been terrific if Bauer was his point guard and he was able to play on the wings.
Oh, yeah.
Guy is talented. I mean, the guy reminded me a lot of a Tracy McGrady. He can just put it on the floor and then just shoot from anywhere. But he handled the point guard well. And Christian Bauer, the point I was trying to make, is a game manager. He can run an offense, and he runs it smoothly. But all these players have their underrated talent and have their underrated ability. Bowers is a scorer. I've seen games where he's had 18 points. A couple games back, he had 10 points, and he got them all, I think, in the second half. So Bauer can do a lot of things, and Coach Z's biggest praise that he runs the offense so well and hasn't dropped a step from where Autry left off. I don't know if I answered your question, to be honest with you. Who would I take? You know what? That's too hard. You know what? I'm going to roll with our current quarterback. I'll roll with Christian Bauer.
I do the same, because we see Bauer today, like I mentioned earlier, no points, but still his fingerprints all over this game. It's Dominic Walker on the other end went 1 or 2 and
that one swatted there. Thomas Bransma sending that one back. It'll be a Rattler basketball.
9 seconds on the shot clock here, as the Rattlers aren't going to have too much time to get into their offense. Isaiah Matthews in after that last time out. Clock now running. Pick and roll with Kotzer.
Matthews all the way to the hole, gets that up and draws the foul.
1 second left on the shot clock with that foul, but good aggressive move by Matthews. You hear the Rattler fans chanting, "Thank you."
At the line will be Matthews, and Matthews, who started a majority of this season, today has come off the bench for Justin Alexander, and that's the thing about these Rattlers, you got to be versatile.
I talked to Matthews today at breakfast, and he's talking to me. I'm not sure if he was aware about the change of lineup or not. Probably was. And he was telling me how excited he was to play and just how badly he wanted to get this W. So makes this first free throw and knocks down a second as well, as the Rattlers have pushed the lead to 9 here.
43-34, the numbers inverted as the Rattlers lead it at the 12-minute mark here in the second half. Game 2 of our Saturday afternoon doubleheader. Remember, Rattler fans, I'm sure many of you have already visited facebook.com/St. Mary's Rattlers. That's our page. Like the page. Follow us on Twitter. That's on the top of the Rattlers Ustream Live graphic box at St. Mary's Rattlers. And, of course, for the latest and a brand new launch on January the 29th, RattlerAthletics.com.
And if I can point out something that I recently posted to that St. Mary's Rattlers Facebook page, I recently, Zarrell Taylor launches a 3 in transition, gets it to go, making the lead swell to a dozen.
And that's double digits for Darrell Taylor. He has 10 in this one.
I recently posted a picture from Billy Richard, signed autographed baseball that he was actually a home run ball that he hit during the regional tournament.
Yeah.
And just really meant a lot to me, Billy, and thank you to the Rattler baseball team. But it's a basketball game right now. We call it timeout. It's a media timeout. We'll take it with them. Rattlers leading by a dozen as you're watching Rattler basketball. Ustream Live. And welcome back, Rattler fans. Game is led by 12 by the Rattlers. 11:03 left. Just a quick report here, David. Number 1 Louisville has lost to number 6 Syracuse. 70-68 the final score there, as another number 1 has lost in college basketball. Duke also lost one number 1. Michigan lost before they had a chance to be a number 1. Just overall exciting year in college basketball. But it's back to the Rattler game now.
Rattlers trying to get ranked, and those 2 losses definitely don't help their case. But I think for the Rattlers, Joe, and we talked about it when they began this year at 10-1, possibility of being ranked, possibility of being, entering the league. Wow, look at that one go in. A terrific tip in there.
Getting pushed in the back and all, and he somehow gets it to go. What soft touch.
The possibility of getting into the tournament via bid, but it looks not like the Rattlers will have to do it the hard way, as they're going to have to win out in the tournament. And this is nothing new to this team. They did it last year, Joe. They won the Heartland Conference, and they're trying to do it again. And the thing about this team, Joe, talking to a lot of people around the team, this team is not interested in getting to the Heartland Conference, and they're not even interested in winning the Heartland Conference. They want to get back to the regional. They want to get back to the NCAA tournament. As Matthews
left just short there, but he got fouled.
Takes a hit, and he'll get right back up. Isaiah's a tough guy. And he'll head to the line here to get some free throws here. Well, what a tale it has been of 2 quarters. Rattlers were down 24-25 going into the break, if I'm correct. And they have gotten off to a 24-9 run here in the first 10 minutes of the second half.
Already equaling the offense that they put out in that first half. Isaiah gets that one to rattle home. Kotzer is going to take a little breather here as Alexander's coming back into the game.
Now, whatever Coach Z told him, hopefully they bottle that up and sell that because it's obviously worked.
It was actually Brad Huppernick coming into the game. My apologies. Second one, good for Isaiah again. He's 4 for 4 from the line today for his 4 points. Points now the lead for the Rattlers, and looks like we have a foul off the ball here. I believe that foul's on Fred Wilson, by the way. He's talking with the referees. 10:09 left in this game. Fresh shot clock for the Warhawks. Jacoby Jackson once again from 3. That's his 3rd 3 in this half.
Another triple here, and he has 15 for the game.
It's a charging foul being drawn by Antonio Bell in the backcourt, and not many people agreeing with that call here.
You know, but McMurry has a large contingency out here this afternoon. I believe McMurry located in Abilene, Texas.
That's correct.
My first glimpse of McMurray was actually in football. They played in the second game of UTSA's existence over in the Alamo Dome. And UTSA, of course, the former home of our new athletics director, Elizabeth Dalton. Excited to have her on board as we talked about that at the beginning of the second half. You saw her introduction here to the St. Mary's faithful at halftime, and a foul is called. It'll be on Darrell Taylor.
Jackson now going to free throw line. He has 15 points already.
Yeah, he's really kept his team in this one, and though they trail by 13, it is college basketball, Joe. Anything could happen.
And we saw it with the girls game earlier today. The girls jumped out to a huge lead, and then the Warhawks were able to bring it to within 4 points, I believe, until the Rattlers eventually pulled away and were able to earn the victory.
Also, we're checking in for Darrell Taylor. He'll join Fred Wilson and Christian Bauer in the backcourt. Isaiah Matthews and Brad Hubnack in the front court. First free throw is good for Jackson. Second one, Rattles no good. Matthews rebounds this one.
Bauer double teaming in the backcourt, but he's able to find some full court pressure from the Warhawks here, and they're going to have to create turnovers like that one if they want to get back in this game.
It's a rare turnover by Bauer, and it leads to a fast break score. Antonio Bell.
That's 2 plays now where Antonio Bell has gotten the better of Bauer. Let's see how Bauer responds.
Playing full court pressure here. The Rattlers have struggled with this throughout the year. They get the ball past the midcourt line. They're not trying to set their offense up.
It's not a trapping press by any means, but it's full court man, and they'll bring the second man as soon as they make Christian Bauer commit one way or the other, or try to force the turnover. Fouls called here. Both teams with 16 fouls. Next foul for each team, they'll be shooting 1-1. Bauer to inbound on the baseline. He gets it into Matthews. Fred Wilson.
That's good. Fred Wilson, you know, a newcomer, I like him a lot, Joe. He has range. He can hit that 3 ball. But I think his real bread and butter is his defense. Check him out. He's an aggressive defender. I remember one of these games in early, I want to say late December. I think it was against Dallas Christian. One of their, I think their point guard just went on a tear in the second half to begin the second half, and they tried Darryl Taylor and they tried Bauer on him. And it wasn't until they stuck Wilson on him and he really cooled him down.
The thing I like about Wilson too is he can guard a 1, he can guard a 2, 3, maybe some 4s.
Yes,
but and then also his offense, as we just saw, he had the nice pump fake, escape, dribble, knock it down. If he can do that consistently, he's a very solid player, and you need guys like that on your team who can just play defense.
Kind of like a Roberts and a Bryce Smith, some glue guys. His jumper is
Jackson
off the
again
mark.
for 3, but
Launching one.
Look at Bauer coming down with that one against the big man, A.J. Peralta.
He's kind of like a pit bull, just fighting for that rebound. Wilson spinning, no good. Nifty move, Isaiah Matthews, too strong. Hubneck gets that to go. The crowd exploded after that one.
And the thing is, we know that Kevin Kotzer is going to play well. But when these other big men get involved, like we're seeing Isaiah get involved, and right now, this is a great Rattlers team, and it's tough to beat a team with good big men.
That shot is launched, no good. Wilson, terrific box out. That's legal. Jackson could have been careful there. He could have picked up a over the back. 7:20 remaining. Rattlers are beginning to roll. They have a head of steam and up by 14. Stay with us, more coming live on Ustream.
I'm sorry, I've never seen a guy really dunk live.
Watching Rattlers live on Ustream.
And thank you for bringing us back, Darryl Taylor. Rattlers leading 54-40.
Sandufu trying to get across. He loses possession. Here's Bell.
That's
on
a
the break.
That's the third turnover that Bell's forced in these last 2 or 3 minutes. He's playing well.
Good job defending there. Well, and eating the foul did Wilson. Smart foul. You're talking about good fouls, and that's a good one right there. Stopping an easy basket, and now going to have to make Antonio Ball earn him the old-fashioned way.
And it was very good that he actually hit the ball, too. It was a hard foul. You don't want to give him a chance to make it and just foul him for the sake of fouling him and then give him an and one.
And not only that, it also stunts any momentum that McMurray could have had off a steal and a layup. So it's all around a terrific play there.
Yeah,
second free throw's good.
It gives you a chance to kind of gather yourself too, just relax for a little bit, assess what you need to do in order to make that not happen again. As we see a full-court trap.
Yeah, there's a trap here.
Chris Campbell picks up that foul and free throws the rest of the way for both teams. Fred Wilson going the line for a 1-and-1.
Wilson at the line, 5 points for him off the bench, looking to add to that total here. First free throw is good, so he'll see the back end of this 1-and-1.
6 points now for Wilson, 3 fouls, but again, when he fouls, it's kind of like smart fouls.
Yeah.
So a little bit of foul trouble with 7 minutes left. He's just got to make sure he keeps his feet moving, and so he takes care of that second foul shot as well. And Rattlers up now 56 to 42. Antonio Bell bringing the ball up the court.
He's met by Bauer trying to make a move here. Trying to get something going offensively.
Wow.
For Kobe Jackson, that's the guy. Another three, that's Solange. Kind of has a license to shoot, doesn't he?
Yeah. Alfred Perez came down with that offensive board.
Oh, good defense, good no call.
They want him to shoot. On that play, Jackson, as we're going to see Fred Wilson with the run-out layup here. And technical foul now called on, I think Christian Bauer just got teed up.
The point counts.
But back to Kobe Jackson, he ran off, I think, 3 or 4, maybe even 5 screens on that last play before he shot the three-pointer.
And you know, one bad play erases a good one, and Bauer, terrific pass up court to Fred Wilson. He picks up the tee, and Bryce Smith looks like he's going to come in to supplant Bauer.
So that first technical shot goes down. Antonio Bell trying to pump his team up, down 15 now with 6:38 left.
Second one is good, and that'll be Warhawk possession. Bryce Smith comes in.
Bauer will sit down. A little bit frustrated, I guess. He hasn't scored quite yet, but like we said earlier, still playing a pretty good game. He did have a couple of turnovers, though, those forced by Antonio Bell, so wonder if that got under his skin a little bit, but good move by Coach Z, taking him out so he can rest for a little bit.
6.5 remaining here in half number 2. As that one is tapped away, and it's in possession of Bryce Smith. Swung over to Fred Wilson. Defended well. Wilson looking back to Smith. That was here, plenty of time to work with. Trying to get something good going.
And they're up by 14 now, and they don't want to get into an up and down running game, as we see Wilson just short on that three as he missed it badly. Antonio Bell with the rebound. Hesitation move, he goes all the way to the cup and passes it off to Alfred Perez, and he'll get fouled, shoot 2.
And a foul on Smith.
This is the one thing the Rattlers don't want to do, besides getting to that up and down game. As Kotzer will now come in, he'll play probably the final 5:55 of this game. They don't want to slow the game down in that free throws come into play for the Warhawks. So what this does, it allows the clock to be stopped and for them to take free throws, which they're free,
Yeah, and they are very useful because you can score without the clock running, because there will be a point where the McMurry Warhawks, if they continue to trail, will be playing against 2 opponents, the Rattlers and the clock.
Kotzer and Taylor coming in now, though, as the Rattlers look to take control of this game and firmly put it away. Still full court pressure, though, by the Warhawks. So they'll now fall back, and it'll be Bryce Smith one-on-one with Antonio Bell.
Bryce Smith gets it over the line. Kotzer, top of the key, looking. Finds Smith again. Bryce Smith, he is fouled. Good job holding on to that one. Yeah, Smith will go to the line here.
That's Bell's second foul, is 1-1 now for Smith. Smith, the first free throw, he gets it to go. 59-46. That's a whole lot more scoring in this half, David. But still, some good defense being played by the Rattlers. 25-24, I believe, was the score at the half. And after that miss, it's 59-46 in favor of the Rattlers. Jackson now made a couple of threes this half. Passes off to Peralta, back to Jackson.
Jackson all the way in and loses possession. Kotzer comes up with it, now Sandufu and out Bryce Smith. Kind of a flying V there from Sandufu, Kotzer, and Smith.
Good awareness by Kotzer. He realized Smith was getting trapped and doubled back to get the pass to help set up the offense. the little things by Kotzer sometimes, although he does a lot of the big things too.
Like that right there.
You gotta box him out. You gotta locate him every time a shot goes up, and you gotta box him out. As Kotzer now has 21 points. David, we all know about how good Kevin Kotzer is. And if you don't mind, I want to talk about him a little bit, so we'll stay with it during this commercial break. Recently set the blocks record for the franchise, or the franchise of St. Mary's. The program. But exactly how good is Kevin Kotzer? If you could put it into words for us, what does he do that makes him so effective year in and year out?
Well, I'll tell you, to put it in perspective, his story. He's breaking records. He is top 10 rebounding, top 10 in points.
In a program like St. Mary's, where we just said that they put players into the NBA, they put players into the D-League.
Yeah. You know, I think it's safe to say in Kotzer's an illustrious 4-year career, I think it's safe to say he'll have his jersey hanging among the Rattler greats in due time. And what is it that makes Kotzer so effective? Humble guy. You ever talk to him? He's terrific.
Oh yeah.
Just a overall good guy. Never lets the records get to him. And you know, you listen to the broadcast against OPSU. We had our very own Scott Fonger. Special hello to him. He's over in the NCAA Compliance Conference. Sounds like fun.
It does.
Yeah, he said, and it's something I think it struck very true. Kotzer's greatest talent is not his terrific hands, his terrific footwork, his point scoring, his imposing figure. It's that he can sometimes, or a lot of the time, be a garbage man, like you saw that last possession. Sadufu's 3 missed, and Kotzer right there to pick it up. Offensive board plus 2 points right there. The dirty work, posting up and really grinding out a shot there on the floor. And almost had that one there. Look, there he is again. I mean, that's really what makes Kotzer so special. A superstar in this league, a superstar in D2, and really just does everything for the team.
So we see a good face-up move there by Isaiah Matthews as he knocks it down. And the thing that also is impressing me about Kotzer, he gets better as the game goes on.
Yeah.
He wears you down. His moves become better. He keeps his footwork, and we saw it in the second half. There's some good defense being played there, and the rebound. And as he draws the foul, he'll go to the free throw line now. He can knock those down too. This guy, he's a good player, you know, and he's gonna beat you most nights. And David,
very good.
I'll echo what Scott Fonger said earlier. This guy's never been Heartland Conference Player of the Year.
Yeah, it needs to happen. Heartland Conference voters and or listeners, watchers, I don't know if it's a council or I don't know if they're the Baseball Hall of Fame voters. Get this guy a conference MVP. That just needs to be done. Rattler fans, stay with us. More upcoming. 3:56 remaining. Live on Ustream.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. 63-46 the score. 3:56 left in the game. Kevin Kotzer to the free throw line. 21 points for him so far today. That's exactly a third of the Rattlers' points. This performance following the performance of Jackie Woods in the ladies' game. I believe she exploded for 22 or 24 points. As that first one falls off front iron and doesn't go in for Kotzer. I think I might have given him the jinx there, David. We were talking so well about him.
He's allowed to miss one free throw. Second one is good. And that swells the Rattler lead up to 18. Under 4 minutes to go here. Rattlers looking to improve to 12-3.
Some good defense there by Bryce Smith. He's able to strip it away. Sandufu comes away with the ball.
And with defense like that, they're primed to do it. Bryce gets that over.
That ball knocked away by Chris Campbell. That'll be Rattlers ball. 24 on the shot clock. We're playing NBA ball now.
Very astute point there. Smith, Taylor, Sandufu, Hubnek, and Kotzer. 5 on the floor for St. Mary's here. Maybe the 5 that close it out. Maybe a Soto sighting.
Quite possibly.
Here's Hubnek. The hook shot, no good. Offensive board. Wow. You know, we have maybe a couple more home games, 3 or 4 to be exact, and then we have the Heartland Conference Tournament. You know, you really got to appreciate what you're seeing out of Kevin Kotzer. He is absolutely terrific. And again, I guess the season is coming to an end and it's dwindling. I'm definitely on that bandwagon. Kevin Kotzer for Heartland Conference Player of the Year.
Well, if you're a Rattler fan and you haven't been on that bandwagon, then I don't know what you're doing.
Absolutely. Well, what you should be doing is sticking around. 2:57 remaining, a 20-point lead for the Rattlers. Stay with us, more upcoming. Live on Ustream. Welcome back, Rattler fans. A 20-point lead for your St. Mary's Rattlers as this game of the Dave and Joe Show is coming to an end. But we remind you to keep it locked to our Facebook pages, our Twitter page at rattlerathletics.com. I think you and I, Joe, we're doing a Rattlers replay.
We will indeed.
And hopefully you join us for our baseball editions of Talking Rattlers. We'll definitely need your insight. And Joe, I mean, you know, hopefully you can join us at the ballpark this season. I know you're excited. Our #1 ranked baseball team is going to start their season very soon. Softball's going to start their season. This one is batted away and stolen. Jackson, hit hard. And another foul there to stop an easy transition basket.
That foul somehow called on the floor, but he'll be in double bonus anyway, so shooting 2.
And then the women's basketball team, of course, playing well. They're undefeated in conference and well on their way. They may just host that Heartland Conference tournament here inside Bill Greehey. We might be calling all the games, Joe.
Oh, most definitely. It's an exciting time to be a Rattler fan.
Indeed.
I mean, baseball team, as you mentioned, that #1 rank is that one goes around in the back of the rim and falls off. Basketball team only lost 2 games all season. One of those to a ranked Newman team, I believe. Ladies basketball team, as you said, very good team as well. Just a good program to inherit if you're a new athletic director, I suppose. Bryce Smith, though, bringing the ball up the court. Both free throws missed. 66-46, still our score. Jackson applying pressure. And Coach Z wants a timeout. He wants to talk things over.
We will take a timeout with them. 20-point lead. Stay with us. More upcoming live on Ustream.
back to action here, Rattler fans. 66-46, still our score. Both teams shooting in bonus, rest of the way. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in this game. Sandufu goes baseline, finds Taylor.
Finds his junior college teammate, and that's something, you know, exciting as well. The chemistry of Sandufu and Taylor going into the latter stages of this season. You're gonna love to see them play together down the stretch. This shot is high arcing and good. Tough jumper there. That one is good. Kaylin Noel.
Well, Sandufu and Taylor, both obviously seniors. They've played with each other for 4 years. Kotzer, they've also played with him. And these guys know each other. They know how to play together.
Taylor with it down low, looking for Kotzer. Spin, shoots. That's good.
And great job there, spinning away from the double team, getting that hook shot to go down. 26 points now from Kotzer. It's become a clinic. How many points did Kotzer have at half?
I think he had 8 in the half, and he explodes for 18 here in half number 2. He's
coming out of the game now, and looks like all the starters coming out for the Rattlers now as they look to cruise the rest of the way.
It looks like we're going to miss out on the Soto sighting.
Quite possibly.
In
you
this
never
game,
know.
And
he might come in for Isaiah or something.
Maybe, hopefully in the next maybe 30 seconds. Good defense being played here. Oh, Wilson there to stop that one. Better offense that time. And it's again a 20-point lead, 70-50 the score. Wilson looking, finds Hubnek. Back to Wilson. And I'm not sure if the point here is moot. I'm not sure why the Warhawks are going to want to foul.
They probably just want the clock to run out so that they can head on back home.
Yeah, this is maybe time to cut their losses. Oh, good dish. Bryce Smith, Hubnek almost going to finish, and he is fouled. Whistle a little bit late. Rattlers will take it.
Dominic Walker, that's his 4th foul now, I believe. Starter who did a pretty good job battling Kotzer there in the first half of the game, but you know, if All Day doesn't get you the start, he'll get you later. That's why he's called All Day. He'll now come out of the game. AJ Peralta now come in.
No notable substitutions for the Rattlers. First free throw, second one, first is good for Hubnek.
Hubnek now 7 points on the day. Solid contribution off the bench. That ball probably tipped away, and now the Rattlers can just run the ball off. Fred Wilson take it across half court, and that'll do it here. 71-50. Ought to be our final unless something happens here. Very good day for the Rattlers, David. They sweep the doubleheader against McMurray. Rattlers winner here, 71-50.
Big time game from Kevin Costa. What else would you expect? Taylor, Sandufu really helping out. And now the Rattlers go on the road for 4 games. Dallas Baptist, Oklahoma Christian, UTBB, and Oklahoma Panhandle State. They'll return on February the 7th here inside Bill Korea. Here we know. Well, for Nolan Semp, for Daniel Torres, Dominic Ramirez behind the boards, Chad Peters, Robin Johnson, Joe Rodriguez. I'm David Tovar. There's been a presentation of Rattler Athletics live on the O Stream.